The kingdom of heaven calls for action. Are we being faithful with what we have been given? Matthew 25:14-15 says this, "For the kingdom of heaven will be like a man going on a journey, who called his servants and entrusted to them his property. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. Upon his return, the master visited his servants. He was pleased to find that the first 2 servants had invested the talents he had given to them, increasing their master's wealth. To these servants the master said, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little, I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master.'" Matthew 25:21. However, the last servant acted differently. He thought that his master was a hard man, reaping where he didn't sow and gathering where he scattered no seed. So he was afraid, and he went and hid the master's talent in the ground. How did the master respond? He rebuked the servant, calling him lazy, unfaithful, and unfit for his kingdom. Harsh as it may seem to some, the truth is that when we are stagnant, afraid to move, or to act in fear of failing or disappointing God, treating God as though His grace is insufficient and His gifts are somewhat too valuable to invest, we bring judgment upon ourselves. Inaction in this life is just as harmful as evil action. God's grace abounds and His forgiveness overcomes a multitude of sin, but we must not build for ourselves the idol of a false God that doesn't want us to make a change. We are not called to fear the consequences of faithfulness. We are called to invest God's gifts, inviting His kingdom into every aspect of life in preparation for His return. The kingdom of heaven calls for action. Are we being faithful with what we have been given?